Good afternoon, and welcome to another afternoon with Elevation Moments. Um, those moments that we all need, right? And so I am honored to be back with you all. I must apologize for not being with you on yesterday. Had some unscheduled business to come up, and we took care of business. That's what we're supposed to do. And so let me get some of this light out my face, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I can't stand a whole lot of light in my face. But today, I am so glad to be able to be with you on today. I know that we got a lot of things that's happening in the world right now. There's a lot of things that all of us could be doing, and some of us are even participating in right now. But there's so much more that we can do, right? And there's so many more avenues that God has allowed us to participate in. And so sometimes the hardest thing is being able to know that in the midst of everything that we're going through, that we still got time to do what we need to do. And I think a lot of times that's what we don't hear about. That's what we don't talk about. Though those are the things that we all have to move to another level with. And so at this very moment, there's a lot of things that uh, I feel like we as individuals may need to cover in our stories and in our life, because I truly believe that in this time that we're contemplating the holidays are right at our doors. It's knocking very fiercely at our doors. Hey, Miss Deborah, thank you so much for joining, my friend. When I tell you that sometimes we don't understand how important it is in this season to do what we need to do, that sometimes we just need a constant reminder, because the holidays are here. There are things that are present right now. When I tell you that there are avenues, there are things that we should be, producing in our mindsets, and things that we should understand on a different level. When I tell you that this is this time in the season for all things, for us to be able to move to another level in our own place, because this is a time of season where there's some people that are struggling just to have a moment. There's some people that are struggling just to be able to get out of bed in the morning. When I tell you that this is a time where we as individuals should be placing more energy on looking at the inner person of ourselves, right? Our class that we're teaching right now is the positive self-building class, building positive relationships. It's important that we as people across the globe understand how important it is to develop true relationships that are going to be prosperous for us, and understand how to departmentalize people, places, and things that's in our life. When I tell you that understanding how to build positive relationships will empower and will impact us even the more to develop some real goals and objectives in our life. One of the things that when God gave me this class to teach, I was like, God, you know what? There's some people, places, and things that are not going to understand this whole process. They're not going to understand what it's like to build relationships on a different level. So when I tell you that at this day and time, that we as people, individuals, we have to understand what building positive relationships will do, how that looks, how that actually interacts with other people. Building positive relationships is something that we as people take for granted now. We look at circumstances and situations on a different platform. When I tell you that it's time for us to be able to see it clearly, the song used to be, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Did you have to wait for the rain to be gone for you to see it clearly? When I tell you that you don't have to wait for the rain to be clear, you just got to be able to understand that you are designed for a particular situation and circumstances right now in this season. It may not look good, but it's working towards your good. A good friend of mine I was just talking to reminded me of that particular scripture. It's not looking good right now, but it's working towards your good. So when I tell you that at this time, it's time for us to be able to see some things, right? And when I tell you that I'm looking at different things from a different perspective. And so today I want to talk about I want to talk. I want us to talk about how important it is to know that you still got time to tell your story. It's still time for you to produce some things. There's still, this is a place where you and I as individuals have to understand that the game ain't over, right? It's not over for you and I. It's not over for the process that God has taken us to. It's a time and a season for all things. That is what the Bible teaches us. So understand that your season is right around the corner. The time that you have, the time what you need to do is right around the corner. Don't get upset and well doing. You can vent some things, you can talk about some things, you can break some things down, but don't get upset to the point that you as individuals, we as individuals, lose our next opportunity because we're worrying about what we don't see right now. Can I be honest with you? There's a lot of things that's happening behind the scenes, in people's lives right now. But at the end of the day, can we truly say, can we look at ourselves in the mirror? Can we look at the man in the mirror and say to the man, woman in the mirror and say, it's still not too late? I want to encourage you on today that it is not too late for you to keep moving to your next level. It is not too late for you to get to the place where you can understand some things. When we begin to talk about this, and when we begin to talk about this entering into the next level and the next possibilities, we got to understand that time waits for no man in certain things. But God also has given us the opportunity to make moves expeditiously according to the will that He has for us. And sometimes we may miss that. But today I want to be able to tap into those places of your understanding, help you get to the place where you see some things on a different level, understanding that the process is not over. It's just time for you to look at some things in a different perspective. I want to take a few minutes and I want to share with you some things that are happening here with Victoria Elevates, and then we're going to get right back into the topic. Thank you so much for those of you that are watching now behind the scenes or will watch later. I want to talk about, I want to just kind of update you on a couple of things. You know, we have been posting, we have been asking, and we have been sharing information about 3 families that we are trying to help through the holiday season. Can I be honest with you guys? I'm really disappointed in so many people out there. I'm just being real. Really highly disappointed because there's a lot of people out there that don't understand that this isn't always a happy season for people, and it's not because of what the season is about, because we will always forever be grateful of what the season is about. It's about the birth of the baby Jesus. It's that season, right? And that season should be impacting us to help other people that are less fortunate than we are. As I began to sit and think about many Christmases past, you know, if you those of us that remember the movie about Scrooge, I remember some of the Christmas past, about certain things that we did as a family in the past, and some of the things and things that we did. And one thing that I can say, I said about this about my mom this morning, is that she was always a giver. Christmas time was no different. My mom would always go out and buy extra gifts, and it was always unique to me. How did she know how many people were going to just pop out of nowhere and needed a Christmas gift? She always knew. It was something that God had always purposed in her avenue of giving, that she always knew that there were people out there that needed some type of gift, right? That they knew that people were suffering. And she always gave to people no matter what the circumstances. She didn't have to know them. She didn't have to have any dealings with them, but she did have a heart of giving. She was a giver. She would always make sure there was an extra pair of socks under the Christmas Christmas tree for a man, and she always makes sure there was extra underwear. I tell you, there was so much women got underwear from my mama that she probably started the original underwear club, if you want to be honest. But this is the reason why, I believe in helping other people. These individuals that I am working with and trying to help, these are some individuals that, they're facing life decisions, y'all. And so I am still challenging you. I'm challenging my sisters and my brothers out there. Make a donation. The link is out there on my page. It's been posted everywhere. If you still need it, I can share it with you. I can give it to you. But I think you need to understand that there's somebody out there less fortunate than you and I that needs your help today. And a $50 gift from some of you is just a drop in the bucket. Can I be honest with you? It's just a drop in the bucket. For those of you that need that tax write-off, because I know there's plenty of you out there that you don't do anything unless it's for a tax write-off, we can provide you with the tax write-off information that you can have for your giving. So please, 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 don't let December 28th pass you by and you're out there and you're able to help another family have a happy Christmas, a happy, jolly Christmas, and you are enjoying, but they may not. Can you imagine having a child sitting on the side of the curb without a Santa? Let's forget about the Santa Claus. Let's forget about anything. But can you imagine a child sitting on the side of the corner that doesn't even have a stocking, a place to hang a stocking? That's the people that you should be thinking about, not the people that we need to. There's a lot of people that need help. I'm not denying that, but there's a lot of people that need help that have gone to the Salvation Armies. They've gone to all of those agencies. And can I be honest with you? This is the time of year where those agencies are giving out of their money is gone because they're in preparation too. They're in preparation for the homeless people that are going to be out there. They're making preparation for other things. The government doesn't give these organizations as much money as y'all think they do. That's the reason why they ask for your help during the year. So I'm just telling you, there's 3 families that have gone through the system. They know what the system is like. They've done all of that. I got 3 families that need help. I'm asking you for yours. If you can, please donate and make sure that we, if you need the information, we can provide it to you. I want to talk about, it's not too late. It's not too late. It is not too late. It is not too late for you to tell your story. We get to the end of the year and we all want to say, well, it's too late. It's too late for me to do X, Y, and Z. It's never too late, babe. It's not too late. Don't you ever give up on your dreams and your visions. It's never too late because the Bible talks about this in 2 Peter 2, the 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter and the 8th verse. And we talk about the season. We talk about the timing of God. There is not a time. What you perceive as a day, it is your day. It's only seconds for God. So there's not time. It's never too late for you to do what you need to do. There's people, places, and things that have been telling you this for years. And I'm coming to you on December the 20th and telling you that today is not too late for you to tell your story. There is somebody out there that needs to hear what you got to say. I don't care if there's 25 other people telling a similar story. Your story is unique to the person that needs to hear it. When I think about all of the programs, all the podcasting and things that I do and people that I'm associated with, there's one thing for sure and 2 things for sure, that I am not the only person that has a story, but I'm also one of those people that believe in sharing my story where those that need it can get it. So this is the thing. When you are in the process of doing what you need to do now, you have to understand that you are a piece of the pie that somebody is looking for on today. You may be the only person that can get a message through to somebody else. Don't delay in telling your story. Even if you need help with writing the vision, write the vision and make it plain. I keep telling you the 3 S's is the 3 S syndrome. Theory is a part of who I am. It's a part of what I teach every day to my students. It's a part of what I stand on for my life. There's times that you have to be silent. There's times that you have to be able to sit and hear and be able sometimes just to get the hearing of your own voice, because sometimes we are experiencing so much in our day that we can't even hear the real voices talking from the inside of us, right? And when we start doing those types of things, it's important that we understand that there's 3 principles that I'm teaching. That's the silence. Silence is unique. Silence gives you clarity. It allows you to experience clearing out the dead weight out of your head. right? The strategic plan is for you to be able to hear and to document and to write things out accordingly. Can I be honest with you though? Your strategic plan, you don't need to share with everybody. Everybody does not have your best interest at heart. Some people just don't even understand what your vision and your mission looks like. That's the reason why it takes time for that silence to interact, so that when you're writing the strategic plan, that it is written in such a way that only you understand it, but you can also produce the information that's needed to share it with somebody else. Strategic planning from God is so unique. In the process that he has given us, he's allowed people to see things clearly. You as individuals, we as individuals have to know that everything that God has implanted in us is a strategic plan that he has for us, right? Silence brings on that. That strategic plan needs to be written. It needs to be something that you can physically see on a daily basis. If I could show you my strategic board behind me, I would show it to you, but there's some things on my strategic board that I don't want everybody to see right now, because 24 is going to be a different season. It's a new season. It's a new season because it has to be some things have to be reevaluated. When you're writing that strategic plan, that means that you're reevaluating those things that God has already planted in you, right? When I'm telling you that it's not too late, it's not too late for you to walk in through that door and say, I got this. It's not too late for you to walk from the pulpit to the corner store and do what's empowered in you to do. It's never too late. It's never too late to get up and do the daggone thing. It's never too late to grind. Let us take some time to vent, but when you get through venting, it's time for you to get on your grind, baby. It's time to stop whining and do some grinding. It's time for us to see things on a different level and see some things from a different perspective. When I tell you that there are some things that we will never be able to understand until we position ourselves to be able to hear clearly and effectively. That timing that you have for strategic planning and writing the vision, it is necessary. It's not everybody's going to understand why you're doing what you're doing. I don't care. I have 3 events that's already scheduled to come up, and I'm saying, God, you know what? What's the problem? Why people? He said, you know what? It's a strategic plan. Keep writing the vision. Keep making the plan. See, this is the thing. I ain't worrying about sitting on people's platforms and all of that kind of stuff. What I am concerned with is making sure that whatever someone needs, that they're getting the information that they need. It's a time and a season for all things. That is so true. What is your season looking like? What is your timing looking like? Have you consulted with God to make sure that you have the correct information out there that you need? I don't know about you. I don't know who I'm talking to today, but it's not too late for you to plan that event. It's not too late for you to get get that new burst of energy into you. It's not too late. It's never too late when you wake up with that thing in your stomach and say that I gotta do it. It's never been too late for Victoria Elevates. This is the thing. I refuse to believe that God just gave it to me out of a whim. If that's the case, then there will be some people that wouldn't be contacting me and saying, hey, let me find out more about your events. Let me find out more about your classes. I'm telling you, I have to tell myself every day, it's not too late to touch somebody else's heart. I'm telling you today, it's not too late for you to do what God has implanted in you to do. There is somebody out there that's waiting for you. It doesn't matter how big or how small it looks to you. It matters if you're going to walk into what you know that's out there for you. There are people that have started, that people have started out with me and they've left me astray. There have been. There are people that I would have never thought would have not been a part of what I envisioned for these programs to be. It's been a time in my life that I thought these certain people would be in the place with me. Can I be honest with you? Sometimes God's got to separate you in order for him to make you grow. Sometimes it's a place of growth and potential for you, because he has the plans already mapped out for you. Sometimes people and places of things are not supposed to be included in the plan. It has been designed for you to be able to produce it because he's given you the vision. Write the vision, make it plain. When he is downloading to you, sometimes you got to look, okay, people know I get up at the middle of the night and I'll write stuff down and I'll do certain things because that's the time that I'm most effective. When when everything else has gone by the wayside, that's when I got to produce some things. I want to encourage you today, as I'm hearing my grandson just having a great time. He doesn't allow anything to stop him from moving to his next level. What about you? Are you stopping because you have not developed a plan? I want you to understand how important it is for you to write the vision and to make it plain. How important it is for you to understand that through all things that you have an opportunity. Stop waiting for somebody to tell you that you're not qualified for it. Baby, can I tell you, hey, Pastor Sheena, thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. Can I tell you that it is important for you to understand that nothing is too late if it's been planted in your spirit. When you wake up every morning with that same thing in that same butterfly that's fluttering in your stomach, that's a good indication that it's something that you have got to complete. See, this is the thing. If you stop now, what can I say to you? If you say, well, Coach, look, this is the thing. I can't do this right now because of, I'm not saying that you can do it right now. What I'm going to say it to you is this right here. You still got to have a plan of action. You still got to map it out, because if it wasn't meant for us to do, Deborah, if it wasn't meant for us to do, Pastor Sheena, if it wasn't meant for us to do, would we have been able? Can I tell you, Pastor Sheena, this is confirmation for me and you both, baby. When I tell you, you cannot stop producing because nobody sees the vision but you. Baby, can I tell you something? I've had people that when I first started doing the motivational workshops, I looked at some pictures the other day. I went back to some classes that I did way back when. I went back to the actual event itself. And I said, God, where are these people that were a part of it then? Those that said, baby, go ahead and push it. Baby, go ahead and do it. But where are those people today? Some of them are still. Some of them are still with me, helping me produce some things behind the scenes. Why? Because when people really believe in your vision, they will show you. It's not always about the money, baby. But honey, can I be honest with you? We do need the money. But it's not always about the money. It's about the showing up. It's about those people that are in your life that's positioned to show up in your life. See, I don't know about you. You cannot stop because it's not too late. I think about the very person who said, I can't understand why. What did it look like? Why people don't understand that? Baby, sometimes people ain't gonna never understand you because they don't want to understand you. Some people will love to just see you stuck in the mud. Even today, I said, God, if one more person try to take over what you have given me to do and make it their own, I think I'm gonna have to let Mahalia, Pastor Sheena, I'm gonna have to let Mahalia loose, because Mahalia is understanding that you got to be cut and dry with some things. You can't allow yourself to be held in and sabotaged by other people's views about you. What God has planted in you is for you. If you have been waking up with that same vision, that same dream for the last 20 years, can I be honest with you? If you've been having that same push in your belly for the last 20 years, then that's an evidence to me that that's meant for you to push that baby out. See, I'm telling you, in 24, I have the pleasure of being some people's midwives. I hope you allow me to help you do that. Why? Because in this season, you cannot hold back what God has given you to do. I don't care look, Pastor Sheena, somebody might not like me in the church place right now. I don't care what you call him. I call him Jehovah Jireh. He is my provider. I call him a Jehovah Nissi. Come on, y'all. I call him a lot of things, but I want you to know, whatever you call him, if he has put this in your belly, then it's something that you got to move on. There's some things that you got to understand, that what is created in you for you to do is meant for you to do it. Somebody's always going to tell you, girl, you can't do that. Boy, that ain't for you to do. Who told you you can do that? Who said you can say that? Baby, get off your do nothing and tell me why you not doing it. If it ain't meant for me to do, God wouldn't have put it in my spirit to do it. When I think about the goodness, Pastor Shana, I can say this. When I think of the goodness of Jesus and all that he's done for me, that's cool because all that he has done for me. So when I start thinking about those things, when I start talking about those things, that's when I know that there's purpose that is driven in me. See, all of y'all want to read the book, The Purpose-Driven Life, but you don't want to do what's necessary for you to make it happen. You want to get to a place where you just get stuck. The reason why I teach the positive self-building class is because I'm teaching people to go to the tap root of why somebody made you feel the way that you feel. Because, honey, 90% of the time, the reason why you feel that you are inadequate is because somebody has implied that. And I'm here to teach you that there is no way that you're going to be. When I tell you that you got to step into this thing. Because when I tell you that it is time and a season, it's not too late, baby. If it's in you, it's going to come out of you. It's not too late. It's not too late. It's not too late for you to have the vision. It's not too late for you to fund the vision, because if he gave it to, excuse me, I just got to have a moment of break. Because if he gave it to me, then there is going to be a way. There is going to be a purpose. There's a way of getting it done. I don't know about you. It's time to step into your great moment. That old song that dude was singing, for real was singing, living my best life. You can live your best life and you can start the day making the plans to do so. Baby, can I tell you? There's some things that I have spoken. I don't know about you. Some of y'all are speaking things and you're telling people before you have written the vision, and you don't see it coming to pass because you spoke it out of season. Can I be honest with you? That's the reason why he gave us the first S. Be quiet. Shut your mouth until he reveals it to you to give to the people. I can be honest with you, Pastor Sheena. Deborah, there's some things that God had told me to do 4 years ago, and I was waiting for everybody else to get on board. And God said, you got to do it, baby, when ain't nobody doing it but you. I can remember when people didn't even think about. Okay. Pastor Shane, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you, Pastor Shane. Let me talk to you. See, this is the thing. I can remember there was a time in the season that I was sharing some things with some people because I really thought they were with me. They were with me long enough to discourage me. Deborah, they were with me long enough to tell me that I wasn't good enough. But baby, can I tell you now that everything that you said I wasn't good at, how come you doing it? You know why? Because it's not too late. See, this is the thing. I need you to take yourself out that box that you've had yourself in while you've been waiting for somebody else to help you get out the box. Baby, climb out of it. It's time for you to move to your next level. It's time for you to open that church. It's time for you to open that convention center. It's time for you to have that conference. It's time for you to write the book. It's time for you to sing the song. It's time for you. There is no reason. It is not too late. Get up and do it, man. Write the vision. The third S is this, for us to show up. See, I have to teach it a certain way in the environments that I'm in. When I'm in my classroom, I tell you it's time for you to show up, right? Silence brings a strategic plan for you to show up. See, this is the thing. The show up is not alone, though. The show up is with the creator that gave it to you. See, this is the reason why I'm telling you it is not too late. It is not too late. Whatever he has given to you on this season, it's not too late. Honey, I can tell you that there's some people, places, and things that are sitting there waiting for you to not do it. Oh, please forgive me. Please excuse me. Please excuse me. Please excuse me for 30 seconds. Why I say, God, I just want to say thank you. Just want to say thank you. Forever. Because guess what? Even in this dark place of your life, because there's some of us that are having dark moments right now. Pastor Sheena, Sister Deborah, I didn't say that this is not a happy season for everybody, not because of what the season is, but because of what we're going through right now. Those 3 families that I'm helping, that people, Pastor Sheena, I'm about sick of folks saying, "Oh, the Lord put me in your spirit, put you in my spirit." But here it is, I got 3 families Pastor Shana, 3 families that are facing some traumatic, drastic things that's going to happen before Christmas Eve, and nobody says, "Well, I thought I could. Look, I might. Well, I thought." Well, I tell you're in my spirit, but let me tell you, get me out of your spirit and do what God told you to do with that spirit. It's not too late. It's never too late, baby. It's never too late. We have got to understand that it's not too late. Right? One of the reasons why I continue to teach the Positive Self-Building course is because I know what God said. There are people that need to be taught how to rebuild all of the things that people have took out of them and throw them through the mud. Pastor Sheena, Sister Deborah, I tell you, when I teach the class, the one thing that I can tell you is anything that you are going through in this season, baby, can I tell you, this is why we are losing folk, because we keep sabotaging them. We're saying that, baby, you can't do that now. It's too late. I can remember. Okay, God, I can remember the first time that I said I'm going to do this a workshop. Somebody said, "Why are you going to do that?" Pastor shouldn't ask me now why I do what I do. Ain't none of your darn business why I do if you ain't supporting it, if you ain't producing it, if you ain't sponsoring it. Pastor Sheena, people got to understand there's a difference between sponsorship and partnership, baby. God gave that to me while I was on the phone with somebody named Deborah. This is the thing. There's a difference between partnership and sponsorship. Partnerships, that means, in my case, and what I'm going to say, it's a 70-30 deal. I'm going to get $70. I'm going to get 70% of the revenues because I work my butt off for it, right? You can have the other 30 if you want to be a partner with me. But at the end of the day, honey, it's not too late. It's not too late for you to create what God has purposed for you to do. It's not too late. It's not too late. It is never too late for you to get up off your rested desk and do what you got to do. It's never too late for you to set the precedence for what you have to accomplish. I'm telling you, I'm getting ready to do a class just for business people, because business people need to know. Entrepreneurs need to know. It's the confidence that people put in us. Honey, I'm telling you. Hey, Miss Adrian, how you doing, girl? I miss you, my friend. When I tell you that this is a time in the season where people got to stop acting like they're the only one that's on the block that got a word. Baby, every person that I come in contact with has got a word. The word is, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop doing what I know to do. I'm not going to stop doing what I know that is important for me to do. Hey, Coach K, I'm not going to stop doing what I need to do, because this is the season where if I stop now, whatever God has attached to us will not be able to find us. It's not too late. Stop acting like you're the only one. I'm sick of the negative nannies. I ain't got time to talk to the negative nannies. Why? Because the negative nannies, when I say to you that sometimes talking to negative people will continue to bring you to a level of negativity in your own life. Now, well, I don't see why it's going to happen for you. If it's not happening for you, is it going to happen for me? Baby, take your negative nanny tail behind the scenes somewhere else. In 2024, I'm looking for people that are trying to push. I'm not trying to see nobody that's got something that they can't say. When I say this, I mean what I say. I'm trying to see people grow, not stay in the same stuck in mud that they're in. I might not have $1 million, but baby, I can teach you how to make one. I don't know who I'm talking to on today, but what I can tell you is, don't let your circumstances stop you from producing what God is planning in you to do. Don't allow the enemy to confuse you. You were designed and created for this. It is time. It's not too late. It's not too late. You say, well, why are you hollering at me? Because I want to make sure you hear me, that it's not too late. I want to make sure that you understand that it's not too late. When I think of all the things that God has purposed in my life, and you want me to sit here and tell you that you got to stop because you don't see the end result, baby, let me write the book for you. Let me give you the novel. Let me write the movie for you and tell you that even where I am right now, if it was depleted by the enemy, I would not be on today. I would not be telling you that it's not too late. Why? Because I'm telling you it's not too late. Every time somebody asks me something, and I know it's for, can I put it like this? When I know people are asking for a reason that is with the intentions is not in tune to what God has given me. Pastor Sheena, when I tell you, when God downloads, I said this 3 years ago, and God's been showing up and showing out. I said, God, remove anything and anyone out of my way that's not going to help me grow. That's not to mean that the person isn't good. That doesn't mean that the circumstances isn't good. It just means at this time, I need growth potential workers. I need some growth potential partners. I need some people that can help me get to the next level. I need some people that's got a vision. I need some people that can hear God that's as clear as I can hear God. I don't know about you, my friends, but when I think of the goodness of Jesus and all that he has done for me, there's something about moving to the next level. There's some people, places, and things that we got to understand that we're never going to be by ourselves. But there's some people that you can't take with you on this next boat ride. There's some people, Pastor Sheena, that cannot get in the boat with you. Sister Adrian, there's some people that can no longer talk the same talk to you. Sister Devil, there's some people that cannot fight with you. Sister Kay, there's some people that you got to stop talking to. I don't know about you, my friends, but when it's time, it is never too late. This is the day that the Lord has made. Why? Because he made this day for you. Because it's not too late. It's not too late for you to open that business. Baby, let me tell you something. If you ain't got a nickel, it still ain't too late. I'm helping 2 people right now to develop some plans of actions, because I believe that in spite of what I may be going through, what I have to give to you is going to position you for greater. See, this is the thing. You got to know your purpose. Baby, don't just read the book, know the book. You want to purchase the book, but you're not going to work the book. The reason why I enjoy being a coach is because I got to throw the rod back at you. You got to be able to work this thing. The reason why we're not moving forward, people, is because we can't see self. Can I be honest to you? Write this down for those of you that may not understand, because you think you in my space, but baby, you're not in my space. You in my atmosphere. See, that's a technique that God gave me. He's put a stamp of approval on it, and there's a copyright on it. This is your space. You can't let everything in the space. There's things on the outside that's your atmosphere. You can have some things on your atmosphere, but baby, be careful what gets in your space. This is the thing. When you understand what self is, and this is the definition of self, seeing every level form. When you can get to a place where you can see every level form in your life and move forward, understand that it's not too late. It is not too late to write the book. It is not too late to write the song. It is not too late to get married. It is not too late to have, I don't know. It's not too late for things, guys. If God is still putting it in your belly, if God is still planting it in your belly, if it is at the canal where it's about to come out, I just want to let you know that I'm your midwife. I'm not here to try to take your baby. I'm here to help you pull that baby out to another level. It is time for you to see the greater in you. I don't know who I'm talking to today, but if you're coming from me, make sure you're coming with me for a reason. I'm an eagle soaring chickens cluck, baby. I ain't got time for the clucking chickens in 2024. I ain't got time for the naysayers that says I shouldn't. But baby, when you say to yourself, baby, it is time for me to fly. It is time for me to get off of the do nothing stool and move it to the next level. I don't know about you and even you, but today it is not too late. It is not too late. It is not too late. It's not. I don't know about you. I know that there's purpose in you that you keep waiting for somebody to put a stamp of approval on. Baby, stamp your own card. Put a stamp of approval on your own card. Stop giving access to everybody else to give you approval. Stop giving access for everybody to tell you what to do. Go to a source that knows what to tell you what to do. He will direct your path if you allow it. There's some people that in 2024, baby, I'm going to tell you, oh, Pastor Sheena, all y'all out there, there's something in 2024 that God is teaching me, that there's some things in 2024 that will not have access to me that hasn't in 23. Baby, can I be honest with you? Tell them, Mahalia, some of y'all think you got access and your access has been denied a long time ago, but you keep coming back for more. I don't know who I'm talking to today, but reevaluate your processes. Reevaluate those that are in your way right now, because some people is in your way. I don't know who's sitting on your pew, but you need to have a clean your pew day. Some of y'all are still having people sitting on the pew that's in the way. Move them out of the way so that you can move forward, baby. It's time to see some things on a different level. It's time for you to push to another place. That's the reason why I'm teaching you positive relationships. Baby, there's some people, Sylvia Combs, baby, where are you at? When I tell you there's some people that you can't allow to continue to, you got them put in the position of senior administration, but they can't even administer what your vision is. Stop having people in positions that cannot even hold the characteristics, that are not even qualified to stand with you. It's time for you to understand why you got to move people, places, and things out of your way. God has been directing you long enough. Now it's time for you to do the daggone thing. It's time for you to, it's a new season. But you got to understand that even in this season, it's time for you to move. Redirect your path. You've been asking God to redirect your path. Baby, he done showed you how to do it. He told you how to do it. He told you to go to the source that can help you. But you don't want to pay the source, but you want to get the free. You want to get free information. Baby, in 2024, I ain't giving away everything for free. You better catch me in the first 15 minutes of that clarity session. Because that might be all the free that you're going to get, baby. Because this is the thing. There's a new season. Everybody says, oh, and they ain't got nothing. Look, okay, I'm going to close out with this. Can I be honest with you? It ain't got nothing to do with this. Is December. We're getting ready to go into January. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It's a new season because it's a new season. Because at the end of the day, harden not your heart. When you hear my voice, ain't that what it say? Some of y'all sanctified people out there, ain't that what it say? Harden not your heart. When you hear it, when you hear his voice, what you supposed to do? Supposed to act on it. Silence brings forth a strategic plan for you and God to show up. Say, I'm going to show up. These 3 families that I'm helping, I'm showing up. These 3 families that need my help, I'm showing up. Because it's my time. Because guess what? When I move into that next level, well, they ain't gonna have to, I'm not gonna have to ask you to help these people. I'm going to have the means to do it. Why? Because I believe that what God has purposed us to do has an end destiny we don't even know about. Some of y'all waiting for somebody else to pat you on your back. You better pat your own self on the back, because baby, in 23, I've been waiting for some people, some jokers to pat my back, and they ain't even. I'm just saying. You'll find out who your real friends are when you're in your deepest, darkest moments. Stop calling everybody your best friend, because the only best friend I got is Jesus. And I'm being real. I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feeling. I ain't trying to call nobody out. This guy right here, in the midnight hour when I can't even smell myself. Some of y'all, that's your problem. You be smelling yourself too much. But the same people that went up the ladder, baby, you're going to fall back down. Go ahead. Go ahead. Have your parade right now. Do what you got to do right now. Because, baby, in the morning, when I rise, in the morning, when I rise in the morning. So you got to understand my morning season is right around the corner. So you got to look at somebody and say, in the morning when I rise. Why? Because I'm going to see his purpose in me. In the morning, when I rise, in the morning, when I rise. See, y'all be singing these songs, but you have no validation for it. I'm telling you. Ain't no need to worry what tomorrow's gonna bring. Because it'll be all over in the morning. In the morning. Why? Because he is transitioning us to let us know that it's not over. It's not too late. You've been singing that song, baby, it's over. No, it ain't. It's not over yet. Some of y'all still holding on to that broken stick, but that broken stick has no more purpose. The broken stick has no more purpose, but that big, strong stick that's still up there, that's what has the purpose, because this baby is not too late. It's not too late. It's not too late for you to donate to the Positive Self-Building class. It's not too late for you to sign up for my classes. It's not too late for you to sign up for the workshop. Say I'm speaking on my own self, because some of y'all Nigerians, some of y'all be speaking stuff over me that ain't real. See, that's the reason why I'm going to stop talking to some folks. Because when you start talking to people that can't see your vision and can't speak life into you, you better help. And my daddy would say, how about let spirit? Because this is the thing. You got to move some people out of your way. Move, baby, move. Move them out of your way. Move them out of your way. God has already gave you the clearance. Just do it. It's time for you to do some things differently. It's time for you to create some new positive relationships. People that can pull you up when you're down. Some people that can pour into you financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually when you're down. I need all the people in my life. All right, guys, look. We're going to come back on tomorrow because we missed yesterday. And I'm trying to be consistent with what God gives me. So that means y'all get to see me Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week instead of Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. You're going to see me tomorrow. I can't tell you what we're talking about tomorrow, but what I can tell you about in 2024, we come with a whole series that we're going to talk about what's at the table. Get ready. You'll see it at a different time if you stay in tune. But at this moment, I want to say thank you for all of you that have joined me. I thank all of you that participate with me. I thank all of you that continue to keep me lifted. See, so there are some people that pray for my obedience. There are some people that pray for me to continue to do what God is and purpose in my life. And for those people, I thank you. For the other jokers out there, keep on watching at a distance. Because after a while, crocodile. Stay tuned for what's happening with Elevated Not Tolerated. Victoria Elevates and Elevated Not Tolerated. The Elevated Not Tolerated Academy is getting ready to blow your mind. Thank you, Deborah. God bless you, my friend. Thank you so much for sharing your video and sharing your experience with me. I appreciate it so much. It means a lot. I'm still getting people that are telling me they saw the video that you did, and I definitely appreciate it. It means a whole lot to me. When I tell you that God is doing some new things in 2024, y'all better get ready. God said we're getting ready to gather. Together. There's some new programs, there's some new avenues, there's some new things that are coming out that you can be a part of. I don't need not everybody. I'm going to say this again because I'm going to teach on this probably tomorrow. There's a difference between partnerships and sponsorships. I'm going to teach on that maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, I'll be doing it in a closed session. But there's a difference between the two. You can be a sponsor, but you can't be a partner. You can, well, I can't say that you can't. You got to know your position. I'll put it that way. All right, guys, so much. I appreciate you so much to the highest. I want you to stay tuned. Help somebody that can't help them own self on today. Spread the word that we are still trying to help these three families. These three families are in need before December the 28th. Don't wait till December 28th. We'll do it today. Some of you that need tax write-off forms, we can provide you with the tax write-off forms because I know some of y'all tax write-offers, y'all heavy into that. I ain't never been into that. But I know that there's some people are. We will make sure that you have the forms that you need to do so. If you help these three families, we will also get a big old shout out from me on social media and everywhere else that we go, because I do believe that there's a people out there that God wants us to be able to bless, because baby, it's not too late. We'll see you next time.